Hello, good evening, and welcome to my Angel Hour special using the Unicorn Oracles to do some unicorn readings tonight. So I've just been sitting here calling in the unicorns, and I've been working with one of my beautiful unicorn crystals and energizing that with the unicorn energies. So I've been holding it and asking the unicorns to anchor their energy into the crystal so that it's actually contained in the crystal, so that each time I hold it, I have a lovely burst of that very high vibrational, cleansing, clearing, healing, ascension energy. Now, I really love the unicorns, as everybody who knows me knows, and I was so surprised the very first time I saw them. Although I've been psychic since I was a child, like lots of people, and I've been working with the angels since my early 20s, when I was giving a trance mediumship demonstration for a small group of friends. And my guide, Running Bull, spoke to everybody, and then he left me, and in came the most beautiful golden energy. And I asked who that was, and I was told, I am your guardian angel. And from that point, I never really looked backwards, because the high frequency of the angelic realms and the unicorn kingdoms are the energies that I prefer to work with. Although, of course, I still work with my earth guides, I do prefer the ascension energies, and I'm very involved with the crystalline grids around the earth and teaching people how to clear their energy and to connect to the higher frequencies and come back into the light levels that we all had in golden Atlantis. Now, in golden Atlantis, the unicorns were very present, as were the angels, and people were able to communicate much more easily because the vibration was higher. The higher your vibration and the energy field of where you are, the easier it is to connect to the high frequency angelic beings and the unicorn kingdom. And like the angels, the unicorns work with your soul energy. They help you to move into soul purpose. They clear the path if you ask them to. Just like angels, you do have to ask them to come into your energy. The difference between the unicorn kingdom and the angels is that the unicorns have actually incarnated. They have been on earth as horses. And this spiral of the horn at the front of the third eye is not really a horn. What it is it's depicting the spiral of light from the fully awakened mind. As the chakra spins, it sends out light. And of course, just like the angels, the Pegasus with the beautiful big wings really is indicating how the heart chakra is fully open and developed, just like the angels. So the wings are depicting the high frequency love energies just coming out from the heart in a circle, and that's depicted as wings. So unicorns are very much about clearing. They're very much about healing. They're wonderful if your inner child needs healing. They're also great for clearing your chakras. They will bring their high frequency light into your chakras and clear them. So if you want to clear your third eye for clairvoyance, do call on the unicorns regularly, and you will find that one in particular will come and will sponsor you, and you'll be able to build a really good connection with them and feel when they touch your energy field, and you just feel that shift. As you build the bridge of light between the two of you and you call in an ascended being, they automatically lift your vibration up because they are on a higher frequency. So I think that's all I wanted to say about unicorns, apart from one of their signs is a white feather. And usually I find that the unicorn feathers are long feathers rather than the small, round, fluffy ones that the angels leave. The white feathers of the Pegasus and the unicorn are longer, and of course, if you look at them and you sense the energy, it's a very different frequency. You can tell straight away that it's unicorn energy and not angelic energy, although they do work together. So you can call your angels and call your unicorns, and they will team up and work together to help you. Right, I'm going to work with the Oracle of the Unicorns tonight by Cordelia Francesca Brabs, and there are lots of really beautiful illustrations on the cards. It's a really lovely deck, and I chose a card for everybody watching, either live here or on playback. And if you feel like sharing this video while I'm live into light worker groups so that other people can pick up the unicorn energies and be touched by the unicorn vibration, that would be wonderful. Let's spread the light, spread the energy. So the card that I picked for everybody was this one, Patience. And I'll read that out because the writing's quite small. It says, pause before taking action. Trust that divine timing is at work, and be patient and play while you wait. Now, all spirit beings have a sense of humour, they're playful, and that lifts the vibrations. And I know when you're developing as a medium or a healer, or you're on the ascension pathway, it's very much a magnetic pull, and you very much want to move forward and release the blockages in your energy. But do give yourself patience. You can only go as far as you've got the energy to do so, and it's true to say that the path of balance is shorter, it's quicker in the long run. If you get yourself really run down by overdoing it with your spiritual work, and you're not balanced and you're not grounded, you don't move forward as quickly, because the higher beings will stop bringing so much light into your energy because they won't want to destabilize you. So it's really important to have patience and take things steadily, do the work on yourself regularly, meditation, self-healing, crystal work, all of these things, being out in nature, which of course is a great favourite of the unicorns. And I believe that they enjoy nature because the energy is usually clearer, it's usually a higher frequency, and they're more comfortable there. I have seen certain homes that friends of mine have had in the past that have a lot of land with them, that have been used as like a unicorn recharging site, you know. Obviously they come from different places in the galaxy, in the universe, and not just to our planet, but like all higher beings of the light, when they come into the dense earth energies, they need places to recharge. And some people have a beautiful haven and a beautiful home, and even if your garden's quite small, they will appreciate being able to use it. So do work on calling the unicorns in and anchoring the light in your garden. So then, they're very keen tonight, these unicorns, you know, very keen. See, look, they keep popping into the picture. I keep saying to her, go out into the garden, but she's here. She's here with me. She's my little mascot. There we go. She's even got a little Pink bow. I really do love unicorns. Right, so let's shuffle the cards and see where I need to go. Good evening, Sandra. Good evening, Cheryl. Good evening, Karen. Good evening, Marianne. Good evening, Jamie. Hi, Kirsten. Okay, so that's who I can see on my screen at the moment because I only get a short snapshot of names. So do keep commenting because it will roll up and then I'll see your name. So let's see. Okay, so first of all, I am going to go to, let me see where I'm going to go to. Yeah, I feel drawn, first of all, to go to Marianne Hoffman. Right, let's see then, Marianne. Okay, so, right, okay. The card I've got for Marianne here is Rebirth, and I'll read the card first before I link. The card says, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So Marianne, let me just find your energy. Right, so I feel that you've been feeling a little bit lost at the moment. And I also feel you've been dwelling on the past, perhaps, and looking back on your life and what's occurred in your life so far. What the message is that I'm receiving is to look now to the future. Look now to what's ahead of you, what's in front of you, and begin to focus on shaping that reality and engineering it to go how you want it to go, because the impression I have is you've been a little adrift. And I want to say to you, make firm plans and start taking steps towards what you would like to achieve in your heart, what you would really like in your dreams to achieve. So when we have a dream, that's normally our higher self showing us, giving us information. So my impression is, Marianne, that you need to look at how you can put your spirituality to good use, how you can work with it in a way that's fulfilling for you. And I also get this impression of creativity with you that's needing to be used. And I know that this will bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment. So don't stay stuck where you are. It is time to move forward and really cut the links with the past and go, okay, that was the past. That yes, it does have an influence and a resonance, but don't dwell on it so much because it's taking up some of your mental energy and also your whole energy, really thinking about the past, whereas that could be employed better looking at the future. Before I leave you, I just want to tell you that I have a child with me, just popped in here to my left from the spirit world. And I know that she's connected to you somewhere in your family. My impression is it's a little girl with dark hair. And I don't know whether you have ever lost a child, and perhaps she didn't actually want to incarnate this time, but certainly she's around you at the moment. So let me leave you with those thoughts to think about, and I hope that that's resonated and made sense to you, Marianne. Thank you for joining. Okay, Coral, who likes the deck? Good, I'm glad you like the deck. It's a lovely deck. Hi Claire, hi Rosie, hi Manuela. Hope I'm saying that right. Manuela. Hi Santaya. Hi Michael Wood. Hi Natalie. Right. I'm just sensing into the names now to see where I need to go. Hi Jennifer. Hi Andrea. It's Andrea. Andrea's name's popped up on the screen there. Andrea, Katja, Peter is my next card. So I've just been giving the deck a little shuffle, and let me see then, Andrea. All right, so before I even pick a card, I have an impression of you might have been feeling a little bit lonely recently. There is an energy which says to me your energy is very light. It's a very sweet energy. It's very spiritual, and I do feel isolated, and I kind of feel that's such a shame. And I know that you find it a bit of a struggle to deal with heavier energies, but I want to tell you to reinforce yourself and to make the effort to connect with people, because you will find it fulfilling, Andrea, and you're missing out. All right, people can be fun, and although other people might not have the same views and interests as you, they do help in other ways. You know, having connections with people on the earth that are into different things is also healthy for your balance. So, what have I got there? Possibility. And this is for Andrea, and I'm going to say what the card says. Raise your standards, elevate your expectations, and you have unlimited potential. And what jumps off of the card for me is this elevate your expectations, Andrea. Do you know, and I think this is actually referring to how you feel about other people. To me, I'm sensing that there is an expectation within you that other people will let you down. That other people will be the wrong choices to connect to, that other people will fail you in some way. And I'm sure that has happened to you in the past. However, I would like to reinforce this raising your expectations and trying to connect with more different types of people, because there are people that are warm and that are fun and will be lovely for you to connect with, that may not consciously be on the spiritual path, but are actually lovely people. And I also feel all the time this resonance is in your vibration of the fearing that other people are going to let you down. You're really energizing that, and it's going around and around in your subconscious. And I really would love for you to let that go and start afresh, Andrea. So really do some inner work on yourself, is what I want to say to you about that, because that's one of the things you need to do to step forward and to have a more fulfilling life, and one in which you feel more comfortable. All right, so that will broaden your horizons somewhat too. And I know it's a difficult one for light workers, and especially empaths, because I'm an empath, and we do pick up energies, unless we're especially careful to really put a boundary there when we go out and about. We do tend to sense and feel the emotions of other people through our emotional energy body field, and it's not always comfortable. It really is sometimes a not very comfortable experience. So it's a case of finding out what helps you to stop picking up impressions and to safeguard your frequency and keep it in a comfortable place, and you might find that that's working with crystals like shungite. I often wear shungite because it grounds me, keeps my vibration earthed, and the more earthed you are, the more that lovely nature and earth healing energy surrounds you, the more connected you are to the earth, the more protected your energy field is. So it's just a buffer, isn't it? It's just a buffer. Anyway, I need to move on. I need to move on, and I need to shuffle my unicorn cards and see where I'm going next. Natalia Simon, who says she joined Facebook especially for this. Well, that's amazing. I wonder how you saw it on Facebook, probably on someone else's account then. Natalia, that's a nice name. Right then, I will come to Natalia, and I'm going to pick your card. You've got the same name, Simon, that's my brother's name. All right then, okay, Natalia. And if you're watching this and you're at all sensitive or empathic, I'm sure you can pick up the unicorn and Pegasus energies that I have especially asked to come in and come through this live and through the video, so that you can feel them and get that connection. So Natalia, I'm down the front of the deck, my finger kept going back to that front of the deck. Okay, so miracles. The writing is quite small, so I'll read it. And I wonder whether you feel you're in need of a miracle at the moment. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered, and surrender the how. All right, Natalia, so I'm searching for your energy, and I do believe that you have been feeling a bit flat and a bit low, a bit fed up, and dare I say it, well, I will say it, I think other people around you, shall I say, have not been particularly helpful at this time in your life, and I feel that you're struggling with that. I feel that you want to leave certain people behind, and I also feel that you're not sure how you can go forward, and I feel that you are in what we call a cleft stick. You feel like you're stuck at the crossroads and not sure which way to go. Right, so what I would say to you is you are in a period of adjustment, all right? And I also want to say to you that you're in a very karmic situation at the moment, and the things which feel like they're dragging you down, and also I know that they feel like they don't make sense. Well, they don't always make sense in this incarnation when it is karmic patterns from other lifetimes. They don't seem to add up in this lifetime, but we have to talk about the continuity of reincarnation and how the overall, the bigger picture is significant, because each incarnation affects the others. You are not separate, although it feels like you're having an individual experience. And I also feel you want to shut somebody out. You really do, because they really have been giving you stress. And I also want to say to you, you're not obliged to keep those people or that person in your life if you feel that you are not comfortable, and you know in your heart it's not doing you good. You need to look at how you can break that pattern. And of course, I'm going to say to you, do some meditation work and do some past life clearing work, simply because when you ask the higher beings to release karma under the law of grace, what happens then is you are inviting them into your aura to do their job. We have to ask to receive the benefits. That is part of the deal here. However, once we've opened the door and asked, they can come through. So what I'm actually wanting to do right now is a really quick demonstration of how I would call in the angels of grace to help clearing karmic patterns. So all I would do, and you can do this with me now, is I would focus my mind, and that means bringing my mind into one focused thought, and that focused thought is to invite the angels of grace and karmic dispensation to connect with me. Now, I already have this connection because I do it quite a lot for myself and in my work and my workshops and groups for other people. But I'm holding this energy now. I've got the connection, and just keep your mind clear and be receptive in your heart as well as on your mind. And you should be able to feel a lightening now, a softening. And this is within you as the angels of grace touch you. They are very soft and very gentle. They're huge angels. They are actually powers. These are angelic powers. That is the level that the angels of grace work from. And ask now for the angels of grace to come in around you. Ask for one to come in front of you and one behind you, one to the right, one to the left, one above you and one below you, and hold you in a sphere of their healing energy. And ask for any relationships in your life where there is karmic residue to be dissolved for all parties concerned. And we ask the angels of grace to bring karmic dispensation in and to begin working now through your energy field, through your family's energy field. You can send this through anyone connected to you. All you have to do is hold yourself ready and relaxed and calm so that they can connect. And you can probably feel their energy. It can feel cool, and other times it can feel very hot. But working with you, and you can ask them to continue working with you to clear up karmic patterns. And they will do this, and little by little, they release stuck energy. And this is excellent. And bear in mind that you're doing this not just for you, but for other people as well. And another point is that you can do this for other people as an act of goodwill and an act of service. It's very simple, as actually is all spiritual work in many ways. It's about getting into the right energy frequency, the right vibration, and being at peace. You know, that's really helpful because being in the field of peace is, what can I say? It's conducive to the higher beings connected to you. You know, no higher being who comes from places of peace and calm and beauty, love and tranquility, finds it very easy to connect if your energy isn't calm, basically. And the calmer your energy is, and the more love you can breathe into it, the minute you think about love, you're connecting to that frequency in the universe, on the planet, and everything vibrating on that frequency. So you're connecting and you bring it into your energy. The more often you can focus on love, healing, peace, tranquility, all of the high vibration energies, and the higher beings that will work on those frequencies and call them into your day and into your aura and into your home, the more healed you're going to be, and the more connected to a very comfortable place inside of yourself, and the more accelerated on your ascension journey you're going to be. So I feel that this block in the road that I was talking about with Natalia needs spiritual work, and I feel that you can do this. And if you want to, go onto my YouTube channel, and there are other meditations, Jacqueline Mary Piper, where you can enjoy the energies of many different higher beings like Kuan Yin, unicorns, angels, many different masters that I work with that I have brought the frequency through. And there are meditations that you can do, karmic clearing meditations. So I put those out there to help people, basically. So I'm going to leave you now, and I hope that you found that of value, and will continue to do the karmic clearing and the energy work. And I wish you all the best, I really do. And I know that you're very loved. And before I go there is a lady in the spirit world who very much wants me to tell you. I feel that this is probably Mum, because she's coming in with a very mothering energy. And she also has got a calmness. I feel she's saying, don't worry. Don't worry. All right, so she's around you. I'll just leave you with that. Know that you're loved, okay? Hi, Louisa. Hi, Caroline. Gibbons. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Zoe. I think that was Brie, just gone up with the screen. Right, I'm just going to shuffle my cards a little bit more and see where I need to go now. I think I'll do a few of these over the bank holiday weekend, because unusually I have got time and energy. So that's good. I do enjoy doing it, but sometimes I don't have the extra time or energy to do the lives. However, Jennifer likes my huge gemstones. I mean, this one here, my selenite, very high vibration, fast growing crystal, and very good for working with unicorns. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Louise. Yeah, okay, so I need to go to Louise next. Louise, my pronunciation's horrendous. Argyrakis. Louise, you know who you are now. Okay, well, you know who you are. You know that I'm coming to you. Right, Louise. Okay, Louise. There's a sense of excitement around your energy, Louise. And a sense of activity around you. And I also feel a positive vibe. I feel that things are going well, Louise. I feel like times are good around Louise. Let's see the card. And the card for Louise is flow. And I'll read the words out in case one or two or more of those resonate with you. Find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. Okay, do you find you take on too much? I feel that you do. I feel that you are active, and that's really good. I also feel that you can sometimes overcommit and take on board too much. And I want to say that the taking on board is usually things of help to other people. However, this is meaning that you're not having enough alone time or space. I know you are vibrant and you enjoy people, but this sense of not very much personal space, I think, is what they want to draw my attention to. I feel that you work hard. I feel you're a hard working person. At whatever you do with the day, you go in full steam. You don't hold back. And I know that you're very compassionate, and I know helping people is very important to you. All right. So, I also wonder whether you've been a little bit alarmed about something just recently, kind of a bit surprised or a bit shocked. If that hasn't happened like around now, that's about to happen, but it's not something which affects your life. But I feel it's like something you feel surprised to hear from somebody else or about somebody else. Um, and there's a slight bit of concern from you, but I don't feel it's particularly in your remit to be doing something about it. Okay, so just remember I said that, and I also said about the me time for you. That's really important. What do you think? Yeah? Mm-hmm. We think so. All right. I hope that's struck a chord with you in these mini moments of readings here. Yes, Bree, these are selenite towers. Absolutely right. These are from Morocco, and got one behind me. If I move it that way, you can see with the light inside. There. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Put the selenite down. Right, okay. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Nikki. Oh, thank you for the feedback, Marianne, who says thank you so very much, Jacqueline. A wonderful reading. Bless you. Right, where do I need to go? Oh, and Marianne confirming she has a little girl in the spirit world. Yeah, she's around you with lots of love. Good. Okay. Right. Okay. So, I'm just trying to sense where I need to go. So bear with me one moment, please, while I have a little sip. Okay, Bree, I'm coming to Bree Gibson. Now, I don't know if you know anybody around you that's handicapped in some way, but I just heard the word handicapped and I don't feel it's you, but I'll give you that because I heard it. So the next card is for Bree. Oh, that's one right on the top of the deck here. Let's see what that is. Imagination. And the words on the card are: envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. Bree. Does life seem a bit drudgy at the moment, Bree? Because as I link to your energy, I feel that you don't feel particularly fulfilled. I also feel that you've been feeling quite tired. And I think things may have been getting on top of you. And I also have a sense of there aren't many or any people around you that help you. I do feel there's a bit of a load on my shoulders as I connect to your energy, but you ploughing through it, and for you it's kind of the norm, kind of the norm. And while these things happen and you get on with it, is the attitude. I don't feel you look to other people to do things for you. I feel that you kind of muster the strength to get together and get yourself together, and you do it. But I do also get this, it's bearing down on you, you know, that you could do with some fun, you could do with some light times, you could do with a little bit of frivolity in your life, you know, just a little bit of va-va-voom, a little bit of sparkle. Okay, so why don't you ask the unicorn energy into your life? Because they're very zingy and they help to release energies that have accumulated around you, which do weigh us down, you know. I would suggest asking them to clear your energy as often as you can remember, whether that's every morning or every hour or a couple of times when you can remember, but get the connection. And I want to say to you that I am seeing a Pegasus, a female Pegasus unicorn who will connect to you if you ask her in, because I am being shown her with rainbow colours on her wings. So she's ready and waiting, ready and waiting. And she's showing me symbolically a tortoise, and I'm pretty sure this is symbolic of things going quite slowly. I feel she's also showing me that she's giving with her nose the tortoise a nudge so she can help to speed things up, lighten things up. You know, and maybe shift some of this feeling down in the dumps at times, although I know you put a brave face on things. Bree, Spirit want to help you more. They want to interact with you more. If you will give them the time, whether that's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, whatever's right for you to interact with you, they are more than ready. More than ready. I'm not sure what's holding you back. I don't feel you've been doing a lot of connecting with Spirit. Perhaps you just haven't had time, other things to do. But you know, if you make the time, especially in the morning, and call them in to send the light and the energy down your day, it lightens the whole day. And unless you ask, it doesn't happen in quite the same way. It's something I really recommend, and also something I do every morning, particularly calling in Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel. Gabriel for the cleansing and the purification and the great communication and the joy, so the pure white light of Gabriel. Raphael for the abundance of everything that's a positive quality and the healing. Uriel for the peace and also for helping with the solar plexus. And Michael, of course, brings in confidence, protection, courage, strength. And I ask them to stand on the quarters around me and overlight my day. And I've been doing that for such a long time that I rarely forget now. But back in the day when I was just starting to do it, the days that I forgot went nowhere near as smoothly, nowhere near. So I ask for that, and I also ask for everything to go in divine, perfect, easy, convenient timing. And you'll be surprised how things just slot in more easily. And I also ask to be in the higher flow as much as possible and be supported in the higher flow. And I find the synchronicities that happen to me are phenomenal. You know, like 5 and 6 different really clear synchronicities in a day, clearly indicating I am in that higher flow. So whatever you need, Bree, don't feel too challenged, you know. It's always good to start anywhere. All right, so that's my advice to you tonight, and I hope it's struck a chord. So do share this while I'm live, please, either on your timeline or in spiritual groups, so that other people can feel the unicorn vibrations and energies. It's so important that the high energies, which we're all connecting to, get out there onto the planet. And unicorns, of course, work beautifully with children. So if you have children and you want the unicorns to protect them, to make them feel happier, there are unicorns of joy, unicorns of love, every quality that there is. Same as there is with the angels, all of these frequencies that go all the way up to source have many different realms and dimensions of angels and unicorns. The unicorns have as many different dimensions all the way up to source as the angels do. So in other words, like we have the newly ascended humans, newly ascended masters, and then there are the higher masters, all the way up to source, many different levels. So not just 6th, 7th, but 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. We have the same with the unicorn kingdom. So such a lot of help available. Right. Hello, Monica Jane Wade, unicorn artist, who she says the unicorns have been in the clouds today at Witterings. Yeah, sure, they show themselves in the clouds. I did a lovely workshop with my friend Diana Summer. It was last year or the year before, but it was outdoors, and at the end everybody saw the huge cloud looking like a feather, and the rainbow lights came all the way through it. Everyone was taking pictures. It was just amazing, very beautiful. So Monica Jane Wade, let's pick a card for Monica Jane Wade. And I feel a bit of excitement energy there going on with Monica Jane Wade. And let's see what I have picked. Dance. Monica Jane Wade, it's dance. Okay, move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams, through dance. But of course, that allows energies to flow more freely. Dancing, yoga, any kind of movement like that is really healing, really healthy, helps stop stagnation. So absolutely dance with life. And I think you do dance with life, but I have a feeling that there's somebody around you, male-wise, that is not feeling like he's dancing very much with life at the moment. And I feel that this is your partner who is not quite as light as you are feeling at the moment. I feel he'd like to be, and I think my sense is this is physically, he's not feeling so great. And I don't feel there's any cause for alarm, but I feel he's kind of slowing down a bit and feeling the aches and pains. So ask the unicorns to go to him, healing unicorns, and also ask them to take you into the higher dimensions, into the ashrams and into the ascension pools of light, and your partner in your sleep state. Because during the night we have opportunity to do a lot of spiritual work. It's well worth asking to be taken to the ashrams. I often ask to go to various different ashrams that I know are around the planet, usually around very pure energy places, like Mount Shasta, like the Tibetan mountains, like Lake Louise in Canada, and of course the angels and the ascended masters have created pools of energy there. And this is where not only the souls on earth go during their sleep state, but also the souls that are going to be born on earth as they bring their vibration down and become trained and helped and adjusted to the vibrations before they incarnate, there is a stepping down of the energy. And quite often they'll be in the ashrams and being helped by the ascended masters and being given previews and assistance about the life ahead. So it's not just us that are already incarnated. If you ever go there in meditation, you will soon see that there are souls waiting to be born that you can meet and have a sense of and are there in the pools of energy. So yeah, healing. I also want to talk about Monica, your partner, and joints, knees, this kind of thing. I feel a bit cranky. Could do with some balsams and some joint pain relief, something herbal. Yeah, so that's really what I want to say to Monica. Continue dancing with life, Monica, and make sure you do that for yourself. Even if somebody can't do it with you all the time, do keep it up for yourself and don't not do it because somebody else can't, because that's not right for your soul growth, and you must keep up doing what you enjoy, what brings you joy and happiness. So I hope that's made sense to you, Monica, and I shall continue on now. Hi, Erin. I'm glad you like my Atlantean towers. Hi, Johanna. Hello, lovely to see you there. I love your energy. The minute I read your name and felt your energy, I got such a big burst of love come into my heart. And I know that that's from your energy, okay? A beautiful healing energy. The love is really strong in your aura, in your energy field. And as I think about you, because I'm coming to you, I'm also aware of colour purple in your energy field and a lot of vibrancy, a lot of spiritual activity. So let's get you a card, Johanna. Are you mentoring people at the moment spiritually? Because if you're not, you should be, because that is very much what Spirit would like you to do. They're just telling me that you have all the qualities to bring other people on. Oh, look at that. The anger card. Right, well, let's see where that fits in with you. Safely express your anger. Okay, I know what that is straight away. I feel that you don't. Now, it's a natural emotion, and I feel that if things ever make you angry, you bury it. However, it can be a positive force, can't it? Because it propels us forward. The red is very much action. But why this has come up is it's honouring all of your emotions. It's natural, it's healthy, and you know, we are just as entitled to feel angry as we are to feel sad. It's human, it's natural, but don't bottle it up. I think this is the key part of the message. And I know sometimes you feel fear to let out that kind of emotion, but you can let it out on your own, you know. You can really let go and have a scream and a shout if you get on your own somewhere and have a good yell, because I do feel that would be good for you, quite cathartic. I know that you're sensitive, and I do feel people can wind you up when they are inconsiderate. So perhaps there's a little backlog of irritation which needs to come out, okay? Because otherwise, when it stays in your energy and your chakras, you know, it filters gradually down through the layers, into your physical body, and that's what we don't want. So purple, I'm coming back to the colours in your energy field. Johanna, that's the spirituality, of course, and the qualities of the mediumship, but you also have a beautiful deep blue, which is the teaching colour. The teaching colour, and there is a gold, there is a sparkling gold, which is a high vibration colour, as you know, the angelic link. And I feel that you might be clearing out some things at home, or been wanting to, needing to clear out some things. And I know that you enjoy your space and downtime and just relax. I feel that you can get feeling a bit fraught, a bit overtaxed with other people's energies and things like that, and you appreciate the downtime, the quiet time and the reflection time. So do let out any old congested stuff, okay? Just a little bit of a tip there, which I hope you can take. I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to leave you now. I've loved connecting with you, Johanna. And hi, Lorraine. Hi, Krista. Hi, Ulrika. Hi, Nat. Jamie. Hi, Ildilko. I wonder how the beautiful Ildilko is and how gorgeous, beautiful little girl. Let's give a card for Ildilko. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sure it sounds much prettier than the way I'm saying it, but let's find you a card. Ooh. Right, okay, what's that then? Leadership. Look at the lovely colours on that. Leadership. All right, before I read the words, I know this is about you putting your foot forward and leading things the way you want them to go. And also setting the pace of how you want things done. And I feel that you are changing. I feel that you're changing the way you are, and you are becoming more assertive than you were before. I feel recently you've made a step forward and you are becoming an even stronger person. So you have your lovely, gentle and delicate and spiritual side, but with that, there is coming quite a strength in with you too, and the type of strength that won't take no for an answer when you know things are right. And you know that you need to persist or insist. You don't give up easily, whereas I feel in the past you might just have let things go. I feel what's happening now is you are saying, well, actually, no, I want to do this. And you're being more insistent. So let's read the card, which says, step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. Well, of course, yes, it is inspiring to see somebody doing the right thing, stepping forward and speaking up and making progress, which is what is all around you, especially in the next 3 months. A lot of personal progress and any inner anxiety, I feel, will be dissipating as you step more into your power and use your leadership abilities. All right, so that's a good positive thing in your life and in your energy. Okay, so I've been here for a little while, so I need to stop now, but I will be doing some more of these over the bank holiday. I've really enjoyed this, and it's good to be back with Angel Hour. And I will put up posters for when the next ones are going to be over Sunday and Monday. on my page, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the energy. And it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from me. Bye bye.